Hey everybody, this is Triarchy and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, the Anglo-Saxon Triarchy, playing with friends. Multiplayer times. Times for all to be had. The times. Alright, let's get back into the Discord then. Today we're live.
Than it was even like 5 years ago. So, essentially,
Oh, how time flies.
Yeah, so for anyone who's watching John's stream, Steve and I are talking about economics.
Oh boy!
This will be fun.
Yeah, well, so essentially what happened in the financial industry was, it was a long time coming. Which it's Operation Dolphin. So...
Caw-caw!
Yes.
So,
alright, let's start this up.
Gull sound, John.
Yeah, so it's... Okay, so... How to explain it? Okay. So... It should probably come as a surprise to no one that not every broker is trustworthy.
That's why they're called brokers.
Yeah. And... About 10 years ago, the currency traders, the ones in COMEX, were particularly bad. So the FBI set up this massive sting, Project Dolphin, where they created Dolphin Trading, which was a fake trading company. They bought a pit on the trading floor and actually set up trades in order to catch these brokers manipulating the market. And they didn't get any big names, but they got enough people in this 3-year investigation. So they got enough people in this 3-year investigation that it completely shattered faith in the trading floor. Which, it taking 3 years kind of does not really speak to the competence of our FBI, because it was kind of obvious what was going on and who was doing it. Like, it really shouldn't have taken more than a couple months for them to have figured it out, but it took them 3 years.
Maybe they need proof to actually take action.
At the time, you could go there for a day and just put a video camera running on a random table and you'd have it.
Gotcha. Hey, Bulgaria.
Yep.
Okay.
But anyway, it completely shattered faith in the system. So when digital technology started really picking up, this was a huge impetus to essentially reinvent the financial industry. So essentially, almost overnight, everything went electronic and the trading floor died.
Oh yeah, there's a huge layoff, massive.
Yeah, 99% of the entry jobs disappeared overnight. And the industry looks drastically different than it did today. There are no more runners. There are no more clerks.
It's actually very literal.
Clerk, and I am not a clerk.
There's an actual. If you look at photos of Wall Street trading for pre-2008, and you look at one now, the difference is insane. It's just much emptier, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah, there's only a couple products that cannot be moved to electronic trading, so there's only a couple trading pits left.
Well, economics.
That's also a tech thing too.
Nancy and I.
Disruptive technology coming.
Yep. Yeah, but Steve, that's why it's not really one thing. No one really knows what's going on anymore because the industry changed so fast.
Oh yeah, well it's almost every industry has gone through the similar process. Journalism especially. Journalism's gone through an incredible change. good and bad. But the ability to automate things. It has a profound effect, especially in. I mean, one thing that's kind of funny is that really a lot of professions which are. Well, a lot of the professions which are. A lot of physical professions are more difficult actually to automate than ones which are. Which can be done by a computer program or by a machine. Because a machine has to be able to do more things in this physical space. Whereas if it's a transaction of numbers, for example, or something that's entirely, if it doesn't exist in the physical space, obviously it's easier to program something that can do that. So I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, Okay, so what's our game plan right now?
Is playful good for diplomacy? I forget.
I would have no idea.
Oh, that's right. You don't even have that DLC, do you?
Nope.
Or whatever. Playful sounds fun. Oh yeah, it actually is good for diplomacy. Good.
Yeah, so my game plan is sit tight while the war, while the vassal levy raise penalty slowly goes away. Currently at -31.
Very good.
Okay.
I am 8 years old, so I'm gonna be doing whatever Chris says for the next 8 years.
Nice.
So
So I'm helping out with the Swedish war or whatever.
yeah, let me see if I can help you out with that.
Who are we actually assaulting? We're attacking Sweden. Okay.
We're attacking.
You don't actually have to do anything with that. They're just two fighting over some crap.
I mean, I've got nothing else to do right now. I can't attack anybody. I also just need money to build up my castles, and that's about that. See if I can find a better steward.
Oh yeah, my armor is like kind of. Oh, it's not that bad.
Here we go. 21.
Oh yeah, Steve, you're supposed to try and recruit the captain of the Varangian Guard into the Satanists.
Oh jeez, I forgot about that. Oh, okay, I mean, he's in.
I have a story, by the way. You go on.
He is in. Where is he right now?
He owns the Peloponnes.
Oh, I see. There he is. He's independent.
Yep, which is why you should be recruiting him.
How exactly are you gonna go about doing that again?
If he becomes a Satanist, then he will accept a vassalization from the Grand Master.
Okay.
Which means that he becomes part of our empire.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, though. It won't let me.
Won't let you recruit him?
No.
Damn.
Yeah. Wait, recruit? Or what do you mean? Like, vassalize?
You have to recruit him to the Satanists.
Okay, you can't recruit him to the Satanist? Steve, is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to recruit into the Satanists? And you can't do that?
No, I can't recruit him to the Satanists.
Because he just doesn't want to do it?
No, there's no option.
Hold on, what level
Oh,
of the Satanist are you?
I bet that probably means he's in a secret society. News from China. Emperor Zhao Zhong, the Chinese son of heaven, has died and has been succeeded by Zhao Zuzong. Like his predecessor, the new emperor is known to believe in an open China. Apparently he takes special interest in the Hindus, but frowns on Indian cultures.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
My campaign, I had a dude that liked Islam but didn't like Arabs.
God.
You know, that'd be a big shock to find out. A real disappointment. I like this whole Islam thing, but all these Arabs doing it, it's awful. So I like it back home where non-Arabs are Muslims.
I prefer the non-Arabs. Non-Arabs.
So
Yeah, the China thing is very odd.
yeah, it is a strange thing.
He just likes Indian cultures. He likes the Hindus.
Steve, you get a new vassal.
I got where?
I'm about to give him to you.
Oh, who's that?
The Irish dude.
Mumu.
Cool.
Mumu mumu mumu. So yeah, for the second time in one of my Byzantine campaigns, the Varangians are independent and unlanded.
I didn't know that could happen.
It was really dumb. So my character died while I was still trying to give away Greece, and Greece for some reason was agnatic cognatic. I mean, not that. I mean, Gavelkind.
Mm-hmm.
So the Varangians went to the Greek dude, and then when he died or whatever, they became independent or something. And now I can't get them anywhere. They're just in a province somewhere doing nothing.
Wow.
I'm trying to think, like, I can't vassalize them. There's not an option to do that. I've tried landing the heir, but I think that disqualifies him from succession.
Is there a way you can vassalize him as emperor?
I mean, when he doesn't have land, I don't think so. Like, I can't conquer him or anything. Like, we could get him now if we just take enough of his stuff.
This guy, no.
No?
We would have to force vassalization, which you can't use on a mercenary company.
Like, even if we had a claim on, like, isn't there a way that you just take the land?
Oh, there actually might be a way we can do it. So he also has the Jarldom of Achaea.
Achaea?
Yeah, Achaea. Which might be our ticket to getting him.
You have to send him some chairs that are fairly simple to put together.
No, that's IKEA.
Not Achaea.
I see. Okay.
Alright, let's see here.
now.
Can I
Because since he has that,
I thought you meant he
there's
was
a good
CEO of
chance that
IKEA.
he might generate claimants for the Varangian Guard. I'm not exactly sure how it works because even though I've seen mercenary companies take a duchy, I've never seen them actually make the duchy title. But I think that might be our ticket.
Alright, I am gonna need help with this war, though. Someone's trying to revoke Scotland from me. All their land is, like, in like, Pomerania and Saxony and stuff over there, so, I don't think I can call you into this.
Borning?
Warning. If they're around there. Like, maybe if you give...
Is she... No. Is the name of the person who's fighting you Agatha Born?
Agatha Borning, yeah.
Your problem should work itself out.
I don't have many troops to actually deal
Right
with them.
now.
Cool. Thank you. You just arrested her?
No, you arrested her.
Oh, cool.
I
Oh, you
promised
asked her to
I would
end it.
pay.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So I owe her a favor, but there's nothing she can use it for.
Right.
She's in jail.
And she's going the oubliette.
And that is why you want me in charge.
Right, I appreciate it. Not that I couldn't have done that myself if I was the Emperor, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not
cost
even...
me prestige.
I'm not gonna bother with this whole Swedish war thing. I don't have enough troops to do anything. I sieged down one province. So, whatever.
Oh, man.
See, how many troops does Steve give me?
I have bad news.
What?
That'll be enough.
Gotta pause the game.
What did you lose?
I didn't lose nothing. The problem is, I just got blindsided by a faction.
Oh, yeah?
What's
Well-
the faction for?
Gavel kind.
Let the war go. Let them declare war on you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can... like, a ruler can pretty much demand that anyone stop their war with another vassal. Yeah. Well,
Can you
not
do that
enforce...
right now?
Well, enforced peace
I
would
can
work.
do it because I am absolute. They have to listen.
Oh, yeah, awesome. Okay. Yeah, I guess I have no choice. Wink.
And if they don't, you can just legally imprison them and take all their stuff.
Yep.
I mean, I can't really take over stuff.
You can't. Well, I can.
Ah. Okay. No, pause the game.
I don't see them.
It doesn't say you're having the revolt right now.
Oh, Steve!
What?
You clicked the wrong thing.
What did you click?
Accepted their demands.
Oh.
Wow.
God
Aren't we
damn it,
tired?
This is the second time this has happened.
I mean, it says you're primogeniture right now.
No, look at the Kingdom of Leon.
Oh, Leon. That's the one.
Oh shit.
Good job. Well, I mean, hold on. Yeah.
Fix that.
Kingdom of Leon. That's Gavelkind. Yep. Good job.
Oh man. This is what happens after a long day of work.
God damn
It's hard
it.
to make good decisions after lifting 50-pound boxes. Disaster. Your fellow member of Lucifer's own Athruk has been caught by the church chaplain and his men-at-arms. They spared no time before they burned him at the stake. Oh, Jesus.
Man, it's almost as if he sacrificed children to the devil.
Curses. It's time for me to lay low.
Nah, that can't be it.
He was
Gotta
such
be
a...
something
Well, I
else,
want to be
dude.
paranoid. I don't like to be paranoid.
All right. So anyway, another weird thing in my campaign. Well, not weird, but just poorly timed. So I was going through playing as the Byzantines again, and I have I had a lot of the land I needed to reform Rome. I just needed a couple more things. One of which, and I also had a. All right, so I was the heir to the Holy Roman Empire as well. So my father died. I inherited it, and 7 days later, I died. I was like 28. So get this: I had the plague, Black Plague, but I got better.
And then you died.
Yep, because I had to have my eye plucked out. And then I died from the injuries of losing my eye.
Wow.
So then my 1-year-old daughter became the empress. And so I had to wait 15 years before I could do anything.
Well,
Speaking of
At
my
least-
business, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say at least she wasn't your 0-year-old daughter.
Yeah, I think that was it. She may have been real close to 0 years old. But it was pretty awful.
I'll bet.
But then I was actually able to reform Rome. Like, I was so close. All I needed to do was press my, I think I only needed to take, like, at that point, all I needed was, like, a single castle in Orvieto.
Nice.
And then, when I lost, because it was the HRE, it had got, Gavelkind or whatever, or it was elective. No, yeah, something like that. Actually, at that point, I think it was Gavelkind. At that point, it was Agnatic. That was the problem. It wasn't Agnatic Cognatic. So then I needed to press my claim for the HRE, then take Genoa, and then take the little castle in right next to Rome, and then I was finally able to do it. That was a 9-hour stream. Almost 10.
Okay, so I'm thinking of undoing viceroyalties since there's no need for them and just get some vassals.
Yeah. Viceroyalties, organizing them can be more of a pain than they're actually beneficial, generally.
Yeah. Any problem with removing viceroyalties, Steve?
Wait, what?
Any problem with me abolishing viceroyalties in the Empire?
What's the benefit of it?
We can have more vassals.
Is that what it does?
I mean,
It's having duchy viceroyalty, which is what we have, lowers our vassal limit by 10.
I don't mind having a few vassals.
He was asking what the benefit was to it. The benefit to having viceroyalties is that people can have, can be given, the characters can be given kingdoms and duchies,
Right.
and they
Well, I
go back
understand
to the
that.
ruler
Yeah,
when
but that's
they
only a
die.
benefit. That's only a benefit if your entire empire is viceroyalties, and by this point, there is too much of it that is just straight feudal for it to be anything worthwhile.
Yeah.
Because every time you grant a viceroyalty, one of your permanent vassals will get pissed at you for not making it a permanent title.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Solution?
It might as well. It's abolish them.
They
Okay.
actually don't do either of us any good, Steve. It's really only up to Chris. So,
No, well, that's what I mean. Like I don't. It's not gonna do good for anybody.
Okay, that's one more Crown Law set.
So I am playing as Northumbria. What's this? Hey, fantastic dear. Thanks for the host. So I'm playing as Northumbria. Chris is playing. He's the current emperor. He was the king. He's still the king of Mercia, and Steve is the king of Wessex down south. He's all this. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry. The interior Republic of Greater Mustardy, with this awful color. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I guess that I don't have a double screen, much like at my job. So
Ooh.
interesting.
Oldensium.
So
Does nobody notice the fucking goat skull I wear on my face?
yeah, we can't see it.
Oh.
It's an invisible gold skull, dude.
Oh.
So if anyone in your stream has a question for me, they should just address it for Steve, because I can't see your stream.
Yeah, dude, three monitors are the best. If I just had like slots, that would be excellent. Except then I don't want to buy a third monitor.
All right, I want to pause the game so I can look for the stream. But first I gotta figure out. Oh fuck, yeah, Lady Helga's awesome. Yeah, you do it, girl. Awesome. Lady Helga's, you got like 18 intrigue.
That's pretty good.
I think we should get. Honestly, one of the best benefits in this game is getting your tolerance up.
Yeah, that's gonna take a bit. I
It'll be a long time for us because we're like way back. But...
I have tolerance 3, but I'm a third of the way to tolerance 4. I can get a good chunk of it with my next character. So I was probably gonna hold out on changing the succession law until I could at least get us a bit more tolerance. Because I figured I'd probably get it before you guys.
I just got tolerance 3.
Can you post
So
your Twitch URL in the Discord feed real quick?
yeah, same time every time, same thing every time.
And Von Rost East Francia is still inexplicably a thing.
I really like Von Roth. It's like a rock name. Von Roth is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in Van Halen.
Yeah, I think so. I think he was Van Halen's lead singer for like a month.
Yeah, something like that. What a blessed little kingdom.
Oh,
Is it
God.
a kingdom?
Yes, that thing is so weird.
I thought it was like a part. Wait, is it a part of the Holy Roman Emperor?
Nope.
Empire?
Nope.
Independent.
It's independent.
Is it I'd rather be a part of the Holy Roman Emperor as opposed to part of the Holy Roman Empire. But that's crazy. Von Rothes Francia.
What a weird thing. And he's only got a castle and like a city. He doesn't even have the other half of that county he owns. All right, can you unpause it?
Yeah, I just freaking watching your feed.
Hey Steve, want to be Spy Master?
Yeah, you're thinking go ahead, man. You're a Spicer. Okie dokie.
You got 29 intrigue. Holy crap, dude. You need to get rid of Slothful.
Yeah, he's just lazy, you know.
You accept the invitation, Steve? I sent you a request.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, your intrigue is off the charts, man.
You're almost Joan of Arc levels of assassin-y. Is it only emperors that get an opinion penalty when they have more than 2 duchies?
No, it's kings.
Dang. That's probably one of the most annoying penalties. It makes sense, but I don't like it.
Yep.
You ever just look at the Straits of Dover and be like, wow, that's really close?
In the game or in real life?
Yeah, both.
Not in real life. I've never been there.
I'm down to minus 21. Ah, damn it, I have cancer.
Oh shit! An old priest said he can cure me of my demonic possession.
But you're a Satanist.
I thought you would be together forever. He has 23 learning. Let's go for it. Well, I had facial cancer.
The worst kind. It's malignant.
Well, I don't have cancer anymore because he cut off my face, but...
Well, what was the other thing that someone cut your face off for?
Oh, it was food poisoning.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
You're vomiting so much. It's coming out of your face. Therefore, it must be your face.
Medieval logic.
Seems sound to me. I don't know about you guys.
I have a headache, therefore you put a hammer to my head. It will remove the headache.
Just take a chunk out of the brain. It'll be fine.
It's not like you were using it anyway.
I mean, John, that part of it really didn't change that much.
Yeah.
At least like 1950.
You have a good night, Maverick.
That's being generous.
So my Hearts of Iron 4 DLC came out yesterday, and I played a bit as China. Not the easiest thing to hold off the Japanese Empire.
Well, I should think not.
Apparently, I need to change up. Really, one of the biggest problems is that I have so few guns. We got a lot of people, but it's also kind of tough to get them into the field. Because we have so many people, we don't know where they are. Hey, at least you've got a golden face now.
Meh.
Wait, you have a mask in your face?
Yeah.
I don't see it. Pretty crazy.
You sure?
Nope, I don't see it.
You looking at Chris's character, right?
Emperor Cadu W, the devil of the tribe.
Yeah, you don't see his mask?
Nope.
Really?
It's weird, yeah.
It's pretty masky.
Maybe it's because you don't have that DLC?
The thing is, I've seen masks before in this game. I see one on my face. Go ahead.
That's weird. After I'm done converting Icarus, I'm going to I'm gonna try and make the Pope like me so I can help you get de-excommunicated.
That would be really nice. I would love to be de-excommunicated.
Alright, willful. I feel like willful isn't very good for... Alright, I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Being de-excommunicated would help a lot.
Willful.
Hey, we control 3 cardinals.
Nice.
No, 4 cardinals.
Alright, we don't want to be willful. That is bad for diplomacy.
Willful's bad for diplomacy?
Yeah. Go figure.
Yeah, that one seems kind of odd.
I guess it's against the whole my way or the highway sort of thing.
It's the Middle Ages. We don't have highways.
Yeah, you do. We've got highwaymen.
Don't you understand? There's no highways. There's just highwaymen. That's where the highways came from. The highwaymen.
They needed highways in order to facilitate the highwaymen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, my
That's
sister's
how that
quick.
They're supposed to rob people on the highway if there were no highway. They had to build them first. They had to build the highways.
But anyway, my point is that because you're blunt and you don't want anyone, you know, it's like
Well, I see
it's
willful being
like
more
bloody nose
determined.
diplomacy.
It's more what I think of when I hear willful. I like it's more determined.
Determined to
Which
get your
I
own
think
way, and no one
positive
else's
benefits of
apparently.
diplomacy. Like blunt, I think that's a separate thing. If you're blunt, yeah, it's very bad for diplomacy.
Well, I mean, it's just like the willful is not willing to give up anything on your end. You're not willing to make compromise.
John, don't feel obligated to enter either of the wars.
Alright, I'm sure you've got that one against Delphine.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
That's the only one I'm actually doing. The other one's a tributary fighting someone.
Alright. How are you looking?
But Dauphine, I'm actually only using the troops that Steve has to give me.
Okay. But, how are you looking to get the HRE?
It'll be slow.
Oh yeah? Not gonna go for a claim?
No, because then I'd have to deal with destroying the Empire.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Takes 10 years to
So
change the
I'm
laws.
I'm gonna take it smaller places.
Although it's elective. I know Gavelkind you can't destroy, but elective?
Elective you can, but then everyone in the de jure area of that empire loses 40 opinion with you,
Eh.
which could be pretty sizable for taking a bunch of people in that area.
Make sure they're small. You're supposed to give Lotharingia to Steve anyway.
No, I'm not.
Or no, we're not. Oh, that's right.
Steve
It's
is
part of
supposed to cede all of Lotharingia to me.
part of the HRE. Forgot about that.
I think Lotharingia. I think Chris is right about that. I remember correctly.
We drew the line from Lotharingia down through Burgundy.
Right. So you're getting Burgundy?
Yeah, I'm getting Burgundy.
Alright.
Because at the time, Lotharingia, Burgundy, and Italy were all the same kingdom, and we decided it would be my job to deal with them.
Alright.
Yeah, deal with the Italian force. I'm gonna be, I think, mostly Western.
And I'm gonna be the North.
That is fitting, considering you are Wessex.
Me going down for Mali?
I would have no problem with you going for Mali.
Like,
Yeah, you should do
that's
that.
not like my immediate goal, but like as a long-term goal.
It'd really be better if you just keep going along Africa, though, because that's better land than going down into Mali. Not that you couldn't attack them both at the same time, but Mali is also a bigger one that you'd have to...
need to deal with those peasants, or can you handle it, John?
Peasants, let me see. I think I could deal with it on my own.
Yeah, good news. The letters, the Triarchy just got a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's always important. That's the real goal of the game.
If you
Make
get the
sure you
biggest
can read.
letters, you win.
That's really the goal of any conqueror, is just that the name on the map is even bigger. Ask them all. Alexander the Great, Napoleon, Hitler, that's the whole reason.
Just one big bunch of letters. It all starts as SpaghettiOs, kids.
Yeah, let's do that.
All the way down there, huh?
It's actually bordering us.
Yeah. As you went and bent over who's that? Pisa.
I inherited Pisa.
So we have a merchant republic now.
We've had one for a bit, I think.
Pisa aren't merchants.
Really?
Yeah, we started a time before Pisa was a republic.
Lame.
Yeah. If we want a merchant republic, I could always attempt to vassalize Venice, but that might be more trouble than it's worth.
It's worth a lot of money.
You know, one thing I might do is I might set up a merchant republic in Sardinia.
That'd be a good idea.
It's a small kingdom, so...
I'm gonna need to play the Sardinia one of these days. Now that it's actually a kingdom.
I would be down for a game where we'd play each as a county, bordering each other in an extremely tumultuous situation.
Yeah?
And then we just have to try to, like, hold on to the rails. As everything...
That sounds a lot like the pagan campaign I've been trying to get you to play for months.
Like, what kind of counties, exactly?
Well, I mean, I was just thinking like a just regular, like, something in the way of something big, like the Mongol invasion or an Aztec invasion. Well, Aztec can't by the way, obviously. But Umayyads possibly, like in kind of the waning days.
That probably would be best as a pagan. I'm trying to think of other... I can think of
yeah.
one. I can think of one, actually. At, I believe, 1066, or at latest 1081, there are, like, 3 counties in, like, Syria and Jerusalem that are all independent and just surrounded by, like, the Turks and stuff. I think they're, like, Shia. I think it's Tripoli, Beirut, and Tyrus or something.
Yeah, that's Lebanon.
So we could do that. That'd be funny.
I'm always open for a Lebanon campaign.
We'd immediately be
I'm down for a
vassalized,
Lebanon campaign.
I believe.
I'm totally down for that. That'd be great.
Like, would the goal to stay independent?
No, the goal is to stay alive.
So the goal is to create Lebanon. Got it.
So we just have to survive. We're all allied, sort of. But our goal is to stay alive. We can be absorbed into another culture. We can be conquered, well, not conquered, but we can become part of a greater unit. And that's the only way we can split our loyalty. We're, like, as independent, we're loyal to each other. But a greater power overrides that if we choose to join them.
We
This might
would
happen.
almost certainly be vassalized by the Seljuks immediately. If you would want to do that, if you'd want to make it so it's a little bit more difficult, then we could
One of the things I've been wanting to do is, since we're having such trouble getting Emperor Ted off the ground.
Ted is very stuck on the ground.
But it's like, not do the Game of Thrones mod, but not the big, Game of Thrones Civil War. Like, we could just, pick 3 petty kings from one of the sub-mod starts, and essentially try to keep each other alive and independent, and not absorbed by the 7 kingdoms.
That's possible.
That could be kind of cool. I'll be down to do a non-Earth base. Hello?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you.
Jaja Tiger says, have one person play as Byzantine, Holy Roman, or French Empire, and others as vassals under him. Try to overthrow, kill, claim, and independence while RP? Just a thought.
We're actually planning to do just that with the Byzantines, except we're gonna not try and kill Ted.
Yeah, well, not immediately.
Not immediately. I mean, I have to.
Because Ted isn't very good.
Assassinating him at one point because
It'll probably happen. I actually do like the idea. I like the idea of playing as Holy Roman Empire, but it's always difficult for me to figure out where I am, no matter what. For some reason, the geography of Germany my brain doesn't work well with.
Steve, you're getting a new vassal.
And how's it going, by the way, Tiger? Thanks for joining us. So, Tuscany is up in Gloucester, if you want to take them out.
Oh, this battle's almost over. They won't finish that siege by the time I crush them.
All right. What were some of the other campaigns that we were thinking about doing?
Well, we were thinking of doing a Holy Roman Empire campaign, but I will eventually agree to do it with you, John, but it's not really high on my priorities because it's the HRE. The HRE is always annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really like the whole political aspect, personally.
The other one that we have...
But I can understand why it's annoying.
The other ones we have require Ted. It was the whole big Game of Thrones Civil War from the show, which I do really want to do. And then there was the Fractured Islam.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, where we were all going to become a caliph.
Like all... Oh. Well, that one would be 3 of us.
No, we need Ted for that because there's more than 3 caliphs.
Oh, that's right, caliphs. There are only 3 non-heresies, though.
Well, okay, so Shia, Sunni, Ibadi, and Kharjite all get caliphs.
Okay.
And then Yazidi and Harufi get sheiks, which act like caliphs. So the Yazidi...
Kharjites get a caliph?
Yes.
It doesn't make too much sense.
They are the only ones who they are the only ones who, being descended from Muhammad, doesn't help you become a caliph.
So it's basically like an anarchistic sort of thing.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, I mean, and I'm using it word loosely because Karajite, yeah, that doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
not
know.
like yeah, okay, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, Chris, one of us would need to be the Karajite and the other be a body, probably.
Yeah. I think the Karajite one is probably the hardest one.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Because the Karajite is a heresy. It would be in constant opposition to the Sunni guy.
Well, and it's not even just a heresy.
No,
it's
no, it's
more
not
of like
that.
a
It's
generalized
because in
term.
order to do it, you have to own Mecca and Medina.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're in constant,
Yeah.
like, you're in constant opposition to the Sunni and also the other ones, apparently.
And the Shiites. Everybody else too. Yeah, that'd be very, very like complicated. That one would be a little bit. I don't know. I love the idea, but just how complicated it would be.
Yeah, that's why it's. Even though I really want to do it, it's kind of low on the list because we definitely need Ted to be much more comfortable with the game to have even a shot at it.
Or we could just not do the Karajite and just go with body Sunni and Shia.
Then we wouldn't have
could,
4K.
but I feel like it would be more fun if there were 4 caliphs.
Unless he dies, unless that guy dies immediately because he's Karajite.
The thing is that. Okay, it's for when it comes to Islam, being one of the heresies does not make you more vulnerable than not being a heresy.
Okay.
For Islamic nations, they can always attack each other.
All right. By the way, if you want to attack into Italy, there's a big revolt in the north.
I can't. They forced me into it.
Oh, so you're helping them?
Air quotes helping. Italy is a tributary, remember? So they have the right to demand I help them.
Right.
I'm not actually helping them because I don't give a damn, but I said I would.
Maybe that's a reason to not be doing all the tributary things, because then you can't take advantage of rebellions.
And it's the thing is, I've been planning on how I'm going to get Italy,
Mm-hmm.
and Italy I'm going to take slowly, just eat it away, because it's not that big a priority. It doesn't really get us too much closer to what we're going for. It's kind of out of the way.
What is your priority?
Germania.
Okay. By the way, the Varangian Guard has now been vassalized by the Byzantines, but they are still landed.
Yeah, so there's a chance we could still pull it off.
So see if you can get a claim on the ERE. We've only got 10,000 fewer troops. Actually, no, we have 10,000 more.
Yeah, but I'd rather not fight them right now. The Byzantines are pretty low on my priority list.
Oh. And, sorry, I just noticed you, Molly. How you doing? Yeah, so how are you going about attacking the HRE?
Well, my son's being non-cooperative, so I can't really use him until I die.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to get claims on the individual kingdoms.
Alright.
And then I will take a kingdom at a time.
What kingdoms exactly and how?
Crap, did they destroy them?
I don't see any kingdoms.
Damn it, he destroyed all the kingdom titles. All of those used to be kingdom titles.
Gotcha.
Wait, in the HRE?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Where? Which kingdoms were destroyed?
everything in Germany. There's no more East Francia. There's no more Lotharingia.
What von Rothes, Francia?
Won't help.
No, but does it still exist?
Yes.
That's all that matters.
What's up,
It still
Holocron?
does, right?
We can still deal with Burgundy. Yeah, I'll get a claim on Burgundy and take them. I'm also waiting for the for the anti-pope timer to cool down.
Steve, one way that you could help Chris is that if you make the Pope like you can ask the Pope to lift the excommunication on Chris.
That would be very helpful.
If you're not converting anybody and don't want to do that quite yet.
Let's see. Oh, he's negative 35. Because I'm a drunkard, I'm lustful, deceitful.
Hold on a second. I just sent him a gift, and
voice of Satan.
all right, maybe
Yeah,
he will lift the
Satan?
excommunication. We'll see.
Can you do anything?
Hold on.
Ron's attempting to.
If you could reimburse me the 400 gold, I'd appreciate it. If it works, or whatever.
If it works, I will. Oh, that was not.
Nope,
Right.
didn't happen.
Sorry, my son just died.
Alright, apparently you're too depraved.
Damn. How did he know?
Alright, no problem if you want to lurk.
Someone lurking?
Yeah. Well, let's try just improving relations regularly with the Pope. I know the guy I'm sending to improve relations with you is Orthodox, but deal with it. He's a real good talker.
Okay, I think I can hold on for a little bit like that.
An interesting way you could play it is that you only go for tributary wars and just kind of stay small. Or somehow.
That's pretty much what I did for the beginning of this. And it worked out really well.
Maybe you only have a few provinces scattered about. That would be kind of neat. Might need to try that sometime. Like have a bunch.
There's a faction in Leon right now,
Mm-hmm.
which wants elective succession.
Well, if you do that, then you can. If you accept their demands, you
I
can
know.
then destroy the kingdom title.
I know. Someone's let them. I'm gonna say, hey, you guys, just keep going. Get that elective succession title. Wink. Wink.
Wink!
Wink. And he says it. He doesn't wink it.
Yeah.
Wink. Okay, now anyway, let's see.
Like, it'd be cool to, like, only kind of conquer really good provinces and kind of almost build tall. Like, maybe get a lot of really good coastal provinces and stuff. I want to do that now. How would I do that? That'll be almost as challenging as my... what would it be? It'd be a, my Empire of Island. That would be fun. By the way, a real easy war that you may be able to win, Steve, if you wanna, is that you got that holy war for North Portugal. Like there's he's a rebellion right now, so you could probably just nab that.
She's too old.
I'll think about it.
I'm still pissed at you for losing my daughter, John.
Excuse me. You could have tried harder to get her back.
I couldn't do anything.
You could declare war on him.
No, I can't.
Why not?
Because he is a tributary.
Well, maybe you shouldn't do all the tributaries so much.
He was already a tributary when you lost her.
Well, excuse me. That one's not my fault.
It was totally your fault.
I didn't make anybody a tributary.
Yes, but you were the one who lost her.
Hey, don't you blame me for looting anybody. She's dead now anyway, so whatever. We all just die in the end.
I think I might have gotten Ross East Francia.
You want to take it?
No, and like not have it be like part of any of ours, just have it be a fourth king.
Huh. Yeah, do it.
I can't do it yet because I'm not close enough, but I'm thinking that's what I might do when I border them.
What are the chances that I could press a weak claim on Norway? Unlikely. Now, what's the best thing I could maybe do?
Stuff.
There's really not too much I could do with marriage, I don't think. Unless you guys have any daughters you really want me to marry.
Yeah, not doing that again.
Steve?
Nah. Any betrothals?
Got any
You've
good
lost
daughters?
Married my daughter privileges.
All your daughters are old anyway. They smell bad. Alright. How about any extra sons you don't want hanging around?
Still no.
Let me see. Yeah, you can pick one. There's a bunch of them.
Let's see. I don't want to take your second son or anything. All of your other ones are pretty young. I'll just marry my sister off to somebody that I've got in my court already. Hey. Duchy of Estlandet. So what have you been working on, Steve?
I'm really just kind of like accumulating capital at the moment. Not quite building a war chest because it's not my goal. But I'm doing a business focus. I'm not sure I have enough money where if I need to, I can hire mercenaries,
All right.
like for a while. I want to, when we start our next game, be prepared for major expansion.
Yeah, you've got a good couple places you should. So you've got the
There are
best
a lot
means of
of options,
expansion.
but at the moment, any of them probably like I want to have like a sizable force going in.
Yeah, I mean, I really would suggest taking on that rebellion. Like right now. Because that's a good bit of area that you could take right now that you wouldn't be able to get until it's like you could go for it after this rebellion is done, but then you couldn't attack Badajoz right after that. Like you could take this now and then attack Badajoz whenever you want. How was your income so small?
Steve?
Yeah.
Oh no, my air died.
It wasn't that great anyway. See, that's why I didn't want to marry my daughter, my sister to your second son. Yeah, your current dude's better. Yeah, at everything.
Yeah.
Can you do tributary wars as a republic?
I think so.
Yes, but not as a vassal.
Gotcha. And have you thought about taking that little bit of Jerusalem, Chris?
Yes, I have, but I'm waiting for the rest of that nation to be absorbed, so then I can just go in and do it without having to march across the desert and lose all my troops.
Right. Yeah, that may be happening now, or at least most of it. You could also just take that one province and then just sit. Just let the ticking war score accumulate or whatever.
I could. Yeah. Why not? It's not like I'm doing much else.
Going through the the Byzantines isn't really that bad either. If you take it in small stacks.
Hmm.
Hey, new pope.
Let's see how much he likes you.
He hates me.
So I think in about 30 minutes I'm gonna call it a night.
All right.
Because I'm starting to kind of doze a little bit. So I'm yeah, I think I'm probably getting the sleepies. Yeah, the accelerated rate. I'm kind of going in and out, but I still got control.
Gotcha.
If I were to be attacked in a major war, that would be a wee bit difficult.
Yeah, now I really want to make that sort of tributary and trade empire kind of thing.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, like don't really go. Yeah, it's like I'm
Great.
looking at the map now. It's like I will like directly own Alexandria or something. Cairo, Jerusalem, Antioch, and like really large provinces, like own Rome, own Constantinople sort of stuff, and just make tributaries of everyone else. I'm trying to think of who I should start as to do that. And I wouldn't want to do that as a republic because then the tributaries would go away if I lose the election.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a lot of vassal republics. That'd be good too.
Italy is Hungarian now.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Makes more sense than being Ashkenazi Jew, though. Yeah, so just looking at the trade map mode, it'd be cool to kind of have little spots throughout the Middle East and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Control Mecca.
Well, it is a mecca.
Yeah. That'd be... yeah.
Hey, Steve, there's a revolt in Brittany you might want to consider taking advantage of. Steve, you're getting a new vassal.
Oh, nice.
And there we go. We now have Italy fully partitioned. No,
Beautiful.
Italy. Ireland.
Disunified, just as Ireland should be.
Okay, I think I'm gonna call it night actually right now because I'm starting to doze off pretty heavily.
Alright.
I'm just feeling really
Before we
tired all of a
do it,
sudden.
let me just look around, make
Yeah,
sure
it's cool. If you have any finishing things to do, I'm totally down with that. Like, I'm not trying to cut the game early. Like, I'm just starting to really, I'm just suddenly felt this wave of sleepiness, fatigue. So, like, do anything you need to do. I'm good. Like, I'm just giving up.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise, I might go to Brittany, but, like, I'm, like, gonna fall asleep halfway through the battle. What? Yeah, that's no profit. Oh my god, Chris.
What?
I'm like getting like bombarded by like messages of me finding out of people cheating on their wives. I think that's because I'm the spy master for you, but I'm not positive.
Sounds
Because your
right.
intrigue is so high.
My intrigue is so high that it definitely adds to it, but I'm pretty sure also because I'm the spy master for you. I hope you don't mind that I'm just kind of like blackmailing all these people.
Oh no, go ahead. It's a great source of money.
And it's not great. It's kind of low paying, but it works.
Okay, so I'm just going through and making sure all of my holdings are building something. Okay, I think that's everything I need to do this session. So if... Oh, awesome. My wife is pregnant.
Oh,
If it's a son, I can actually do stuff.
Yeah, Steve, you may want to look into why you're not making so much money. Like, I feel like you should be making a lot more than me. Like, I'm making about 20 gold a month. You're only making about 5.
Well, let's look into that, shall we?
Got an assload more vassals than me, I'm sure.
Levy upkeep. Levy upkeep is what's sinking his income.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm actually very... Like, levy upkeep?
Oh, I think that's because I'm using his troops.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Are they just sitting there?
No, I'm using them to fight that war for that little bit of Jerusalem.
His troops are down there?
Yeah.
Oh, you brought them down there. Gotcha.
Yeah, they're the easiest troops to get there.
Alright.
That have a chance of winning. Yeah, because he gives me 19,000 troops.
Is it better to have like one large tributary, or for that tributary to be a bunch of small dudes?
It evens out.
Alright, so it's about the same?
Yeah.
Alright. Good to know. Alright, there you go. That was a good fight. That was like 50 war score.
Yep. 48.
See, there you go. Didn't have to even set foot in a desert.
Yeah. It's a good thing he was stupid and decided to fight a war he couldn't win.
I guess that's what you do when you have 4 provinces. And 2 more of them are about to be taken by the Byzantines.
Yeah.
You'll be down to little old... What is that? That is Dwin? Completely surrounded by the Byzantines. Alright, hold on. I may be able to get the excommunication raised.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. Let's see. It's a maybe. Nope.
Damn.
Maybe a little bit later. I mean, the Pope likes me like 57 right now. So, I mean, if I could give him a gift, that may work after the time penalty runs out. Or he just dies because he's 70 years old.
Oh, the Fatimids have spawned, and they have a kingdom.
Where's that?
They're Syria.
Oh.
And they're Sunni.
They've been around for a while, like the dynasty at least.
I don't remember seeing them.
They've been landed since the whole campaign. They've been around there too. I think it's relatively recently that they have the. This is just the first kingdom that they've had. Yeah, he just created the kingdom of the Sultan of Syria.
And the Tolianids are doing good. As are the Samanids.
Yeah, having Persia is a real good place to blob outwards. It's like the Seljuks, they start so strong. In my Byzantine campaign that I'm going through right now, it's like I'm only now really confident that I could just take the Seljuks, and I just formed Rome. I've got
I told you that in my Denmark campaign I vassalized the Seljuks, right?
I don't think so. How'd you do that? I mean, you probably did. I just don't remember.
They decided to go Satanist while I was the Grand Master.
Gotcha.
So I got all of Persia without fighting a single war.
Nice. I might need to try cheesing it quite like that, you know? Like, I probably could have grown a whole lot more if I had really thought about doing that. It's just like, if you how exactly do you go about doing that?
Lower ranking members of the Satanists and the Assassins will 99% of the time accept vacillation requests from you if you are the Grand Master.
Wow. That's broken.
Yeah. I try not to abuse the Satanists, but sometimes there's a character that it's fitting for them to be a Satanist, and I end up being Grand Master, and then if I'm that, I will actively attempt, because it's really hard to recruit people to them.
Yeah.
But I don't make all of my characters the Grand Master of the Satanists and then just conquer the world like that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of lame. Like, if it just so happens to work, I don't really like going for the Satanists. It's weird.
Oh, the Varangians are independent again.
Yeah.
Oh yes, a son. Oh, and he's a genius too. Too bad he can't be my heir. Oh well. I just need him to exist.
You awake over there, Steve? Did he drop out?
I think he's still here. He might have fallen asleep, though.
He actually fell asleep at his computer. Oh, that'd be hilarious. He didn't say he'd step away. He's normally pretty good about that. Oh, man. Someone want to make a real loud noise all of a sudden?
You can.
I don't want to do it. Oh man. I really hope he's just asleep. I'm gonna keep an eye to see how long he actually stays in CK2. Or maybe I should just keep the Discord open. I wanna know when he wakes up. Jeez. All my good chancellors are dying. And he just died again.
Your Chancellor?
Yeah, hold on. Like,
You know, maybe we should stop this soon, though.
okay, yeah. He's alright, he's just gone apparently. He like joined my court and then left. I don't know. Yeah, I'm good for whenever. One of these days, we will find out if Ted is a real person.
Yeah.
I don't believe it though. Alright, yeah, someday we'll get that. Ah, jeez.
What, Sunday?
What?
You said...
Oh,
Did you say
someday.
Sunday or someday?
Someday. One of these days. Like, try again for next Thursday, I guess.
Yeah.
The perm exists.
Oh, does it exist now? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is the second guy that was perm. And I can create Mecklenburg.
Nice. Oh, that's the duchy you're supposed to give to me.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to make that actually. Whatever. Alright, that'll be it for now. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay in the call just to see if Steve actually fell asleep and when he wakes up.
I was coming closer, to be completely honest. Like,
Alright.
I'm like going in and out.
Did he step away or something?
No, I started to fall asleep.
Okay, because you said
It has
nothing
to do
for
with the
about
game.
15
It's
minutes.
Like, I'm like actually, like it just kind of hit me all of a sudden.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
I'm just gonna crash the second we get out of this and go up to bed. And
All right. So,
I'm like,
Steve, want to try again for Thursday for Emperor Ted?
yeah, totally down.
All right. Cool.
Just let me know the time. I assume it's 7 o'clock again.
Yeah, we'll try for 7. All right. That'll be a nice, chill little stream, I guess, for today.
Yeah, there wasn't much accomplished, but it's just nice to have a little bit of territory, you know.
I guess.
Where we know what it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.
Zip.
Right.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
All right. So, that'll be it for now. Just really hoping I could have gotten a little bit more than that. This campaign's probably wrapping up pretty soon. But that'll be it for today. Tomorrow I'll be back with Hearts of Iron, and we'll be sure to. I wanna try China again. See if I can get something out of that. So until then, thank you guys very much for joining me. Rock over London, rock on Chicago. I am Cyrock Omega, and have a nice day. Later.